Hello friends, welcome to 2026 ice storm here in Nashville. Crazy what's going on. I got nothing but ice, very little snow, mainly sleet and ice. It's about 15 degrees. Very unusual for Nashville to get this kind of weather. But in this video I just kind of wanted to show you some helpful hints that might help you if you were to lose power or even have a water line break. This is pretty crazy. I mean, look at, I'm worried about my trees coming down. This is nothing but ice. Nothing but ice. And they say if you have a quarter of an inch on lines or a tree, they can come down. And I'm starting to see that in reports all over Nashville and probably in your area. Let's go inside where it's warmer. So let's start with the bathroom first. Run a stream of water when it's freezing outside. Just like this. Or even a drip. And then open your cupboards so nothing freezes. If it were to freeze, I have a backup. Water here, tapper. And then I can fill it from my bathtub, which my bathtub is full. In case, only in case you lost water. Also set your temperature lower in heat. I know it gets cooler, but it'll be easier on your system. You can always wear a hat and a sweatshirt and pants just to stay warm. As far as your rooms in your house, I would put blankets up every window in your home if you can. Like this one here has the regular curtain, but then it also has another blanket over that. You wouldn't think that makes a difference, but it does. And if you're to lose power, that'll keep the heat in. Okay, welcome to the main station here in my pantry. Before I get into some of the electronics here, I just want to mention too, you know, when you're cold, make sure you have layers of clothing. If you can get some wool, that'll help too as far as water getting into your clothes. But let's start talking about what I use for power and for heat. The famous buddy heater. This you can use in your home. I do recommend that if you do use it in your home to have a little ventilation, so maybe crack your window just a little bit. It's supposed to have a detector here, which it does, which it'll detect carbon dioxide and it'll shut off. Also, if you lean it or accidentally bump it, it'll turn off too. I really wouldn't recommend having it on when you sleep, maybe before you go to bed or when you wake up, just because it's an open flame. But these are great. I've used this in my home and I've also used it in my camper van. Easy, it'll run you out of your van, by the way. It gets so warm, but it does have levels as far as low, medium, and high. You can get these for $100. I'll leave a link down below where you can check it out, and you can even get it with the dual cartridges, so you don't have to change out so much. So there's that if you were to lose power. And then over here I have a few things. I have an EcoFlow, and you don't have to have this if you can't afford an EcoFlow like this. You could always go with a power bank that I built myself, which would be a lot cheaper. It's got the battery and the inverter. This here is like for a solar charger, but this is all you would need. You just plug the alligator clips to the battery, and whatever you're powering just comes out of here. And this inverter here is a 500 watt inverter. But if you did want to use the EcoFlow, you can use it. It has so many options. I got videos on all this stuff where it's USB and then AC plugs here, and then it's got a DC here, which I normally would use. And all you do is either hook this up to a refrigerator if you needed to. Of course, when it gets cold, I don't know if you're going to really need it, but if you have freezer items, you could use it as a freezer or just put it outside. Vice versa, if it's the other situation when you lose power in the summer, then you'd want to use that. But I've got a few things I can do. I can power it with my mini battery. Just got a plug that goes in here, DC male to DC female. And what's really cool, if you're not using a propane heater, you could always use a regular heater. This is my stash full of extra batteries and a few little food items, along with some water. That's really all you need. Usually storms last a week. I got the first aid kit if you need that. But here's a little 200 watt heater. And to run it, it takes 200 watts. Now granted, it's not going to do your full home. If worse came to worse and it got bad, I would probably, believe it or not, stay in my bathroom. Maybe lay out a cot or one of the small rooms. This will throw enough heat depending on your temperature and how cold it gets. But you could use this in the battery going through an inverter like this one here, or the built-in inverter here. I'll show you real quick. So I got it plugged in here in the inverter. Got 96% battery left. And this inverter, I believe, is 1,000 watts. So with 200 watts coming out of here, it will be nothing. Here it goes. I got instant heat. Again, it won't do a big large room, but it would heat sufficiently in a small room, especially this one. Just through that inverter or this inverter. Now with all these batteries, if it got really, really cold, they're not going to work because they're lithium batteries. So in that case, you'd want to go to a smart battery, which is a self-heated battery, which is this one. This is a self-heater battery made by Vader. It'll get a certain temperature, and I believe it's -3, and heating elements will kick on with this, where I can use this battery. Now if you have a lead acid battery, you won't have to worry about it, but that also is an option. Those aren't cheap. Your lithium batteries are a little bit cheaper, but like I said again, they will only work at a certain temperature below freezing. Okay, so hopefully some of these ideas will be helpful to you. If you have some ideas, throw them in the comments if I'm missing out on something. I know there's some videos where people are using candles to heat up food. I guess you could try that, but get a camp stove. They don't cost much. Anyway, I'm hoping to get this video up. I just recently lost internet. I still have power, but I've lost internet, so hopefully I can get this video up pretty quick to help some people. Meanwhile, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.